So today we've made our way to Barkerville, BC. We're going to check out the heritage town. A lot of history in gold mining here. Prospect town. Seems like a nice town to check out. Lots of restored buildings. They tried to keep it the way it was. We're going to go in all the buildings and see what it's all about. Here's a house built for a family of 3 around 1900. Check out the walls. There's wallpaper behind the wallpaper. There's the kitchen. Looks cozy. Here's the socks drying. Cozy. What do you think? Do I need a haircut?
I think so.
Probably. The Crow of Barkerville. I guess back in the day you needed some firearms to protect your claim and all the gold you found. Rifles, handguns. Would have been an interesting time. And then you tie it all up with a bottle of whiskey. Fun times. Yeah, my ass, painless. Hurts today. Finally, my kind of place. My dad told me a story that people would pay for their booze with gold dust, and sometimes they'd get in fights, or some would spill out and fall on the floor and go through the cracks. So if you ever have the chance to sample some dirt under an old saloon, let me know if you've ever tried that and found anything. Can't have horses without free fertilizer.
I'd like that too. That'd be nice. Hello, baby. Good morning.
The Chinese Quarter. Well, we've reached the end of Main Street. The If we want to keep going up, it's the courthouse, half an hour up the road. Here's a view looking the other way towards town. Looks like they've hid a pipe in here to get the water up and down. So at the end of what I thought was a sluice box is actually a water trough to power this big water wheel. And here's the river. Lots of tailings piles. Big chunks of rock with quartz seams in them. And a drainage pipe. Lots of forged equipment here, just lying and rusting in. It's a big steam boiler. These all look like buckets that would go onto a dredge type system. You can see the big buckets. It'd scoop the material out, bring it back onto the land, and go through a wash plant of some type. Now they lie here. And now we are in the church.
He was making up the deposit slips of the way gold, and he had neglected to put the deposit slip, the gold away.
Left it.
Turned around, and when he turned back, the gold had disappeared. There were half a dozen people in the office at the time, and of course, nobody, it could not actually be traced to any one of those single people.
Huh?
So that's the only robbery.
Right.
And it was more opportunistic than it was.
Just sitting there, yeah.
Yes. That is not going to fit.
Here's the drugstore. Let's see if we can find the fentanyl. Or some oxy. I'm gonna sit down and have some lunch. Some dad's root beer and some chili in a bun. And there's a gold nugget. And how much is that gold nugget?
2,300.
2,000. That's a deal, eh?
Do you have a his and hers?
The gold nuggets. I do actually. This one's only 525.
Oh wow. The candy store.
Well, that's good.
Yum yum.
I heard that from someone else too, when they really enjoyed the first game. I can't remember one little one I grabbed, right? Just looking.
Get some gold pans. Big and small. Got a rock hammer. A pick.
Yeah, so they got the X, and then it was like 5 times.
And a can bud.
You like soft card. Okay.
And there's how much they cost. So we're just in the area where they did some hydraulic mining. You can tell they took out the whole side of this bank here. This is alongside the river. You can tell they did a lot of damage. And this is looking downstream. So there's the water monitor right there on top, all rusty. Just climbing up into the mountainside here, and there's a roped off area. Looks to be an air shaft for some type of mine that they dug. And here's the mine where that tunnel went towards that air shaft. So we're on top of the bank where they did the hydraulic mining. It's just a nice shot of the whole town. Well, that's our day at Barkerville. We had a really good time visiting. It's really a good place to check out if you want to learn the history of the Caribou and the gold rush back in the 1800s. If you want to come here and prospect, you're a bit out of luck. There's not a whole lot to do around here. There's a lot of claims that you shouldn't hop and do illegally. If you know somebody and get permission, then have at her. There's plenty of gold still in the area, so says the locals here. So come by, check it out. Definitely recommend this place. And now we are in the replicated church. Bullshit.